comes back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you. Don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Sim Racing Media Network. My name is Angel Santiago. We are joining the Roughneck Racing Series tonight here for their race at Michigan. We are excited for tonight's race. It is, of course, the James Wagner's Welding 150. We appreciate everybody for coming out. Today, I will start off today's broadcast in a little bit more of a sad details, I guess one might say. And I could not be doing this without first doing this. I want to thank Tony Trapasso for what has been an unbelievable broadcasting career with us. It is with very heavy hearts that we have to say that he did unfortunately pass last night. We won't be having many more shows this week on the Sim Racing Media Network. Tony being such a big part, we've decided we're not going to be doing most of our shows. So if you see a little bit of an empty network this week or the next couple of days, just be aware of that. We are still going to put on the Roughneck Racing Series here. Had already confirmed with that we want to make sure we still get this league, of course, handled here early on a Wednesday evening. We are here at Michigan. We'll get past that. Of course, just had to make sure that we give our shout out to Tony first things and foremost. Nonetheless, here we are getting ready for some green flag racing here from Michigan for the Roughneck Racing Series. Once again, thank you to James Wagner's Welding for being our race sponsor. We'll go over this quickly here. Richard Hartman, he's going to be standing on pole for tonight's race. Congratulations to him with a blazing 39.528. Not very far behind, you have Gary Madu. He is going to be starting there in the second position. He will be now our second Canadian in our league for tonight's race. Adam Collins. So we got three names at the top of the board that we haven't quite seen too much. A lot of newer names coming here, joining here for this week. And then let's all, as for many of you knowing as well, this league does also have a Cup Series after, so these drivers could be from there. So may not necessarily be new to the league themselves, but new to the Truck Series for this season. We'll get a chance to go over with everybody. I'll do my best. I am working alone tonight. Again, we kind of canceled all of our shows here for the week, and nobody else is going to be broadcasting aside from myself and one other league tonight that wanted to go ahead and do a big tribute, later this week for him. Tonight, we're going to have Richard Hartman, as mentioned, in that Chevy Silverado starting from P1 and that number 52 truck. These guys are about to go green flag racing, so we're not going to bring anybody up here just the moment. Again, a little bit of a late start, getting our updates done and just a little bit behind on what we needed. Nonetheless, we'll get an opportunity to speak with Richard, hopefully before the end of tonight's race. As always, if you are watching, thank you as always. Please make sure you have liked, shared, subscribed, whatever you have to do to keep up with us here on the Sim Racing Media Network. Comment who you're rooting on for tonight. I'll do my best to go back to it. We are here. Geico restart zone they're about to get into. And here we are, green flag racing here from Michigan International Speedway, the Irish foothills. As we are, if you guys don't already realize, Michigan is one of the best tracks here on the entire iRacing subscription. You can run all the way at the bottom. You can run right in that second, third, fourth. There's 5 lanes. You want to be 5 wide, you can probably fit a 6 truck in there if you want to. Oh, we have our first guy down to the bottom, Jerome Cooper. Oh, massive damage to the front end of that number 70 truck. He's going to go ahead and tow, immediately going to avoid bringing out a caution. Unfortunate for Jerome there in this moment in time, lap 1 of 75. One thing these drivers are really going to have to be aware of, it's so easy to do here, unfortunately, is cold tires really can affect how your truck drives. Doesn't matter right now for the 99, the 14, and our poster to the 52, who is quickly dropping. I don't know if he's just really focused on tire saving, which I think a lot of drivers tend to forget about Michigan, is you have to be able to save tires here. Not doing so, using them up early, that's really going to cost you. 63 right now with a big, almost 1 second lead. Right now it's about almost 0.8 of a second. He'll have plenty of clean air in front of him to allow him to hopefully save as much tire as possible. Man, these guys are right on top of each other. Oh, we have a caution. Jump here to the 8 truck. I'm not sure if it was him, if it happened right in front of him. It just kind of popped up on our screen, so we'll give it a moment to see what all exactly happened going here in the turn. Oh, contact right there. The 85 and the 2. Oh, there's 2 of them just made contact at the same time, and then our pole sitter was up onto the wall there. I wonder what exactly happened to him coming through 3 and 4. Oh, he just got into the wall a little bit. Yep, and it just got into the wall, and he was just stuck there. Really, he's just trying to give everybody room around him. So that's very nice. And then they go ahead and wreck it right next to him. That was very close. Our pole sitter almost involved in that one. We'll give him a moment, see if he needs to make his way to pit lane for any type of damage repair. So before we bring him in, we'll give that just a moment. We do have 75 laps here for tonight's race. Now having completed 3 of them, we'll go ahead. Looks like he won't be coming down. Richard, this is Angel here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got me? Hold on just a moment. It is not coming through, but let me fix something here. We'll try one more time. You got us, Richard?
Yes, sir. Do you got me?
There you go. Yeah, that was just on my end here. Richard, well, for one, we didn't get a chance to congratulate you on pole before. It seems that your evening's taking a little bit of a downturn. For one, congratulations on pole. Were you expecting it, and what's the plan for the rest of the race now?
My plan was originally to not get the pole, but somehow that managed to happen. But I was going to drop back and ended up, they were going 3 wide and gave him a little too much room and got in the wall.
Yeah, that's about what it looked like from our end. Just wanted to give you that opportunity to go ahead and express that. Richard, we do hope, of course, that we get a chance to talk to you before the end of this one. But you are a pole sitter, so we have to at least give you the opportunity to thank any sponsors, any friends or family watching, in case we don't get the chance to talk to you here as the podium finisher.
Oh, well, I'd like to thank Johnny Hurst for painting the Protects All car and Protects All for helping me out a little bit with sponsorship. But other than that, I'm just back here having fun and enjoying the night's race.
That sounds like a plan to me. Good luck tonight, Richard. Hopefully we are talking to you by the end of this one.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You as well. All right, everybody, we got a chance to speak with our pole sitter there. These drivers might be lining up. Yep, here we go. We're going to go side by side, ready to go. Green flag racing once again. And have the 63 and the 59 of Dalton Steele. So Dalton being one of our more, actually, he might be in the 45. I might be showing him in the 45 truck for Dalton Steele. Yes, you'll see his name across the top there. So showing him in the 45 on track paint scheme wise. Across the top of the board, the ticker, you're going to see the number 59. Still going to be a Toyota Tundra there for Dalton Steele. And we'll get the paints refreshed here maybe on the next caution break if we get the opportunity, just to make sure it's not that the paint was updated. Drivers lining up side by side. We'll be completing lap 5 here. Once they go green flag racing and that Iracing.com pace car pulls off onto pit lane. You already see some shadow work there in turns 3 and 4. Again, a ton of grip on a track like this, but also a track where it just chews up tires, where especially in the trucks it's so much harder to save tires here because the speeds you're carrying, you're full throttle for so much of it, and you're carrying so much speed that it's hard to really force yourself to save tire. Here we are. Regardless, Geico restart zone. They'll go through the 63 with a big jump here for Gary Maydew. Hopefully not butchering the last name. And his KISS number 63 is Chevy Silverado. 2 Toyotas behind. Your first Ford is going to be your next Canadian there in that number 99. Caterpillar Ford F-150 for Larry Fairman. But he's got the 14. Another Ford right to his outside. Andy Smith. He's got a big run off this turn. Here, turn number 2. He's going to look to complete the pass and take away that 6th place position. Nice big out view here. See all 18 trucks on track right now, right on top of each other. Looking to continue to do battle as the 63 pulls away here. And it's just a big battle for 3rd right now. You can fit everybody under a blanket there. You got, now it's 2nd all the way through, at least we're looking here 9th or 10th. Unreal. Loving the views that we're getting here from this type of racing. .47 to 59 going hard at it there for 2nd position. The 14 of Andy Smith and the 30 of James Wagner right behind, looking to find their way to start trying to do some damage. Man, these guys continue duking it out best they can. Of course, still on the hunt behind that number 63 truck. Andy Smith, your current points leader right now over Matthew Gall, so he'll look to keep that up. But wow, the 47's gonna cut right down in front of the 14 there. And then Richard Hartman, your pole sitter, gonna put down the fastest lap right now already of the race. So fastest lap qualifying, fastest lap of the race. 10 laps, no, lap 9 now. It looks like they have caught the 63. Not sure if by design or the 63's used up his stuff now. 8 laps in. Here comes that 47 of Adam Collins to his inside, and the 14 hard, hungry on his bumper, ready for him to make a mistake, as they are 3 wide behind. Last time around, Matthew Ace was the fastest, and it's at 39.22. Unreal the speed they'll carry there. We'll see on this time around as the 47 of Adam Collins, he'll lead the lap. Going to be side by side for 2nd and 3rd between Andrew Smith and Gary Maydew, but they continue to battle it out as 4th almost made contact there. Oh, and the 29 goes around. Oh, and there goes the 58 as well. Right now with the 30 truck of James Wagner. Actually, we're going to see the 29 get involved in something first. It looks like he had, might have been a little Netco with the 78 of Matthew Gall. And then afterwards, oh, the 63 came off the wall a little bit. 58 didn't know. They were just perfectly stacked up. Oh, heavy front end damage for that number 30 truck. We'll hopefully see if he can make it back around pit lane. Doesn't have to tow. You know, that will cost you a ton of time, as it did for the likes of Jerome Cooper, who didn't have to tow at the start of this race. Man, we've had some fantastic racing already now. Just 10 laps into this race. You love seeing how these guys can get right up on top of each other, battling, duking it out. And honestly, always just such a blast to be able to watch, especially at a track when you're here at Michigan, where you really can be 3, 4, all types of 5 wide if you really wanted to, just depending on what it's looking like. We've seen the drivers getting ready to come down pit lane here. Actually, did not get a chance to verify. Let's see. Only 3 additional tire sets. Only 4 sets of tires for all the drivers today. Little Light and Dalton Steele, Larry Fairman, they said, you know what, we don't quite want to use that first set yet. We'll have to see if some of these guys, if they're going to take a set of tires or they're just coming in for fuel maybe. Because if you average out 4 sets of tires, including, of course, the set you start on, that does equal about 25 laps a set. So we're a little early here. As he comes, that's number 70, Jerome Cooper, getting one of his laps back. Let's go find the 99 here. And bother him briefly. Let's see. Okay, so I don't see him. Alright, we'd hope to maybe bring him and maybe Dalton Steele in, but we don't see either of those drivers. Wanted to maybe get an idea as to what the idea would be of not pitting here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, but that's all right. We'll get an opportunity to speak with him at one point. This is the 8. Oh, actually the 8 truck is out there. I know we're about to go side by side again. Woody, this is Angel here in the SRM broadcast booth. I know you're just about getting ready to get started going green, but do you want to talk to at least one of the 3 drivers that decided to stay out here and well, just get an idea? What's the idea here?
I gotcha. Well, the first caution we just had, I was 16th out of the field, so I went ahead and just got gas while ago. So then when this one hit just 2 laps later, we're going to be kind of at the same mark with everybody going in. So I made up, 15 positions.
Yeah, and a lot of those drivers behind you not taking tires as well, so you will all still at least be on the same. You have some guys later on in the pack who looks like they may have, so we'll wish you good luck. We'll kick you out of here.
Thanks, buddy.
So that you can go get concentrated. You were with
Anytime, guys.
Dennis, right?
Yep.
All right. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, buddy.
Always love getting at least a little bit of an opportunity to speak with our drivers. Nonetheless, Dalton Steele right now, again, showing 59 at the top of your screen, showing the 45 truck with Larry Fairman right next to him. They decided not to pit. They have not pit for fuel just yet. As a lot of the drivers who did come down came in and topped off. They did not take tires, as you may have seen. Here it is. Drivers are getting ready to go. Green flag racing once again. And Dalton Steele's away. Larry Fairman, not a great start there on the outside of the front row. Here comes the 8 of Woody Bolus. And the 14, I think he had the opportunity to maybe dive low originally. Decided not to. It looks like he's going to change his mind here and look to the inside of the 99. Yeah, but that 99 is going to carry that really good momentum off of turn 2, which is so nice to do off of the turns when you're on that high side. Anything from obviously the top lane, second lane off the wall, maybe pushing third, maybe depending on where everybody else was at. Such a great run that you carry, the momentum that you carry, because and for those of you guys that don't know, oh, it looks like something happened to Dennis. Oh, massive damage. I don't know what happened. He's got... Yeah, I don't know. I just saw him dropping from the top of the screen. I'm going to go back briefly and see what exactly happened to this 7 here. Looks like maybe if he got loose at one point. There it is. Looks like the 7 definitely got loose, and it's so easy to do on the transitions here. And just when you look at this, you see the seams on the track. The tires don't exactly enjoy going over those seams at a certain angle. And when you're on the throttle, which he probably was because you're coming off the turn, so you should be with the momentum you carry here, it's just too much sometimes, and it just goes around. The last time around, top 3, your 5th place drivers, 8. We have almost half the field put down their fastest lap that last time around. These guys are booking it right now. We're still 10 laps into this one where they have, maybe 10 laps of green flag racing already. So expect to see these speeds pick up even more as this run as these runs continue. With fresher tires, having more rubber laid down on track, and just more confidence in your truck and what it can do. Right now, confidence is going to go to your current points leader, Andrew Smith. He is to the top of the board right now. He's made his way back around. He started back into 10th position, a little lower than we're used to for him, but he has very quickly found his way back to the front before the first quarter of this race is even over. Oh, third, yes. You know what? I can't do math today. 75 by 4 is most certainly not 25. So if we were listening earlier, my mind is a little bit fried today. So we can't do math, but that's all right. That's quite a bit of laps for quite a bit, but 75. So it should be about 18 to 19 laps a set. So you know what? Honestly, yeah, pretty solid for some of those guys to decide not to take tires, and it works out for those who did. Johnny Hurst, he was involved in that one. He was only on his pit box for about 7 seconds. I don't think he took tires, maybe just fuel and some damage repair. He's made his way back up here into the top 5. Oh, something happened to your leader. Andrew Smith went from first. Coming off turn number 2. Oh, okay, no, this is turn 4. Oh, right way. We're going to go fast forward through this here quickly, just so we can get back to the... Oh, just simply got loose for the 14, and you saw it happening just a moment before with that 7 truck, and it happened to our leader. Just so easy for it to happen, and now he is back to 12 with some probably rather angry tires. So he's gonna have to give it a moment, let the tires just cool down, and then try to get back up there. But right now, Dalton Steele, he's made his way back up to the front, taking advantage of that. But that 47 and 63, your second and third place starters for tonight, second and third again, still duking it side by side. The 63, you saw he tried cutting down. Oh, it's going to cost him right there. Big wreck. This is the big one here in Michigan. That's what I was talking about, coming down off of those seams, and you're trying to cut down off of the turn. It can be beneficial, but if you got to be careful where you do it, immediately get loose. And at that point, it was just trying to catch up and chase it. And Matthew Gall, your second place driver in the points, definitely not what he wanted. We're going to give it a moment. We're going to go ahead and try to reload all the paint to see if that will solve this issue. While we do that, we'll go ahead and pay the bills here for the Sim Racing Media Network. We will be right back, everybody. Alright, we are back here for the James Wagner's Welding 150. Of course, we want to thank James Wagner's Welding for being our sponsor, not just for the last couple of races, tonight's race, and they've even upped to go ahead and finish out the season for Ruff Racing Series. So very, very appreciative of that in the Ruff Racing League. Excuse me. Now, of course, to give you a brief description, it is, of course, a family-owned and operated business. They specialize in custom-built truck beds, and they offer framework of all types. They are located as well in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. And for those of you wondering, the James Wagner here, well, yes, of course, that is his name. And they paid for it exactly for his father's business, who has welding. So, James stepping up with his father as well, and sponsoring the league. Big appreciative of that. Allows us to be here, allows us the opportunity to bring you this type of racing. And it's a shame. I'd rather be down there, to be honest with you, with trucks at Michigan. Just wanted to get a great truck and track combination for iRacing. Lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car. Trevor Bergman, he is going to be your front runner. He actually took tires on that last one, so that was about 11 laps ago. We will go green flag racing here on lap 23, having completed 22 laps up to this point when we do cross that line again. That will leave us with a total of 53 laps here once we go green flag racing once again. Just so you know, the 55, he did not pit. The 85, I'm showing as having not pit yet. I don't think that can be right. We'll have to see that. Yeah, show that he's been down pit lane before. Yeah, we see that now. Hasn't been updated, but it is showing the 85 has been down pit lane. The 84, the 52, 29, all of them did not come down this last time around. Geico restart zone, they go through, here it goes, green flag racing again, the 55 of Trevor Bergman, not quite a great start, the 85 for Tyler Alberts, he's going to have a fantastic start there on the outside, and he's going to take the lead for the second position. Here comes the pole sitter, Richard Hartman, here comes 29, 29's going to send it 3 wide on the outside, I don't know if the 52 is ready for that, they're now 4 wide for third, they're looking to make it 3 wide for first. We are 3 wide racing for first place, lap 23 of 75 for the James Wagner Welding 150. Unwieldy racing that we're seeing 3 wide in front, 4 wide almost behind as they keep battling for the lead. Jimmy Rowdy, where did he come from? He pit this last time around and boom, he is to the formidable of the leaderboard very, very quickly. And second and third, and now right in first and second. I'm kind of wondering what happened is you got a strong set of trucks coming from behind now, all with fresh tires. Unbelievable there. That's going to move for the race right there for that 29. I can guarantee you, even Richard, who is not ready to see him come across his outside. There's still going to be 3 wide though, the 52, the 99, and the 45. All on top of each other. He's going to trip the wall maybe just a little bit going into the turn. Something very easy to do here in Michigan. Man, these guys are just going to keep going 3 wide all through the field. And as I said, if they have a space, they're going to put their truck there. Here comes Adam Collins. He's got a big run, looking to make a run, hopefully in the 29. Maybe not this time around. So they break in and out for just a brief moment. First and second settled. 3 wide once again for third. The 85 gets loose. Nice recovery coming off of 2. Wide right on top of each other. 99, 85, 45. Behind them, the 84 and the 14. Then you got the 30 who was just involved in one of these wrecks recently. And the 84 is going to tag the wall. He is sideways. Wow, what a great recovery there for the 84. 52 gonna not dive under him. The 63 just so happens where the inside opened up to allow him to. Great recovery for a lot of those drivers. That could have been a really, really bad situation right there. All right, there we go. Now we're getting it working here. We apologize for that. We have my number 2 here to tell me when my mic has gone a little robotic. So thank you again. Here we are going on lap 27 here. The 47 of Adam Collins, the 29 of Jimmy Rowdy continue to stay right on top of each other, battling for this first position. Trevor Bergman, who maybe was a little surprised with what happened. Whoa, we got really loose there off of turn 4. The 45 is going to take advantage there of Dalton Steele to go around him. He was looking to put his name back into the picture here for the lead. But because those two guys are right on top of each other, 47 doesn't necessarily look like he's looking to pass the 29. I think he's just trying to push him, get him away from the rest of the pack, keep using that draft while you can. I'd say it's a smart move there for the 29, or for the 29 and the 47. Oh, we got a caution here. Oh, Dennis Dameron. Unfortunate for him. We'll have to see exactly what all happened. Let's be going here into turn number 3. Oh, the 70 got squirrely. Oh, the 70 got loose. Nowhere to go. The 7 truck, just the wrong place at the wrong time. Let's see who are we gonna get the opportunity to bother now. No, Adam Collins, he's new to us here. Let's go ahead and bring him on in. We'll actually give it a moment, make sure, of course, they're not planning to hit pit lane here. Don't want to mess up their marks coming down. Adam, this is Angel here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah.
Wonderful, man. So you're a little bit of a newcomer here for the truck series. I don't know if you've raced with them in the cup, but nonetheless new to us here in the truck. It feels like. Adam, pretty solid run so far here in second place. How's your race going for you?
It's going good. I mean, I got up with these guys here a couple of weeks ago, and they invited me in to race with them, and I've actually had a good time. Good, clean racers, and they trusted to invite me into their group here, and we're having a good run tonight. I mean, I hadn't run much here at Michigan, but we're going to give it all we have here. Me and Jimmy's going to try to stay up front.
Yeah, the racing today has just been phenomenal, seeing this 3-4 wide right on top of each other. Adam, you talked about not racing much at Michigan and, being a little bit newer to these guys. How do you manage racing 3 to 4 wide against people that you don't have any experience racing around, so you don't know their tendencies? How do you manage that at the same time of also trying to get up front?
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking, I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to get a feel for everybody, and I actually bought this track entering this practice run, so they were still in practice when I bought this racetrack, so I've never run here. This is actually the very first time, and like I said, I mean, honestly, these guys that like I said, invited me and stuff. I've raced with them maybe 3 or 4 times, and they've been clean, and communicate with them best I can, let them try to understand what I'm going to do every lap or whatever, and it's worked out great. I mean, I've enjoyed it.
Hey, this is some great racing. I'm sure you're experiencing tires. I will recommend then, as somebody who enjoys racing in Michigan, any chance you can to save those tires. You don't have to be in that high lane. If you don't have to be, stay down low. It helps save. Really does help save the tire. And just make sure you're full throttle after when your wheel is straight, if possible. Help save that tire a little extra.
I'm taking all your advice.
I'm not the best one. It's the reason why I'm in the booth. But I take also lessons from other people, even if I don't apply them very well. I'm happy to help whenever we can. Adam, good luck here tonight, and see if we don't talk to you as a podium finish at the end of this.
All right, thanks, sir.
My pleasure. All right, that was Adam Collins. They're just trying to not kick him out of the booth here, but of course getting ready to go green flag racing. Want to give him the opportunity to get settled in, make sure he is good to go. He is restarting on the outside of that front row, so want to make sure he's got every opportunity he needs to be as attentive as possible to that. Mentioning that yes, he is starting from the outside of that front row, restarting from the outside of the front row. That is on the outside of the number 29, as he just mentioned, of Jimmy Rowley, who really was just pushing that moment right there, trying to get to the lead. But hey, you got the fresh tires. You came in to take them. What else are you going to do? Sit back there and have fun? No, yeah, you can have fun, but have fun from first. And that's exactly what the 29's mentality was. Get to the front, and that's the best way you can save tires, up front where you have fresh, clean air. We'll see what it looks like right here. The 29 on the low side, getting ready to get this started here. Go from green flag racing. Got a great start here in the Geico restart zone, enough so that Dalton Steele is going to allow himself to go side by side with the 47. We did attempt to reload the paint, so it looks like this was the original paint for the 45 for tonight. So just keep that in mind. 45 will be the 59 again at the top of your ticker. Just focus on that last name, Steele, S-T-E-E-L-E. You see it on the front windshield banner as well. You have a Chevy, a Toyota, a Chevy, and a Ford for your top 5 right now, as Andrew Smith has made his way back up to the top 5 after almost being causing the big one as your leader, getting very loose there off of turn number 2. However, he is currently under attack from Johnny Hurst and that number 58 TRD Tundra, as he is looking to just keep moving his way back up to the field. He has made it to the front, got put in the back, made it back to the front, and then got involved in another one. So he's really trying to just keep himself clean and out of the way. I'll double check if I'm not mistaken, but I think each of these drivers do receive 2 fast repairs for tonight's race. Let's see, 3 fast repairs. I apologize. It is 3 fast repairs. And what's nice is, because a lot of these drivers just simply are new. They're newer to iRacing, which is what's great about this league and great about the admins who are willing to put in the work that many people are not willing to put in when it comes to trying to get new drivers situated in the leagues. But while I'm here talking for no good reason, Dalton Steele going to take the lead from the 29, put the block almost on him. He's going to drive to the bottom. He saw the 58 had a good run, going to try to take the air off of the nose of it, slides right back into 29. 29's got to run to the inside, cautions out. All right, let's see what exactly brought this caution flag out. See the 34 maybe? Could be the 84. Yeah, that'd be the 84. And then the 2 of Tim Richardson. Oh, the 8's loose up top. Oh, overcorrected and just nowhere to go for the 2 of Tim Richmond. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while we allow this to caution number to get through, we'll head for our second break of the evening here, as we're getting ready to complete lap 35 of 75 for the Roughneck Racing Series, the James Wagner Welding 150. Beautiful Michigan International Speedway. Now 46, almost 47% completed through this race, and we'll have about 40 laps to go as they cross the line here. We'll be right back, everybody. All right, welcome everybody back here. Just having complete. We're halfway through this. We're at 2 to green. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's see. An opportunity to try to talk to as many. Yes, he is Gary. Let's see if Gary's in chat. Gary may do. Yes, he is. Or go bother Gary now. Gary, this is Angel in the SRM broadcast booth. You got me?
I got you, brother.
I know you're getting ready to go get lined up to go green flag racing. Wanted an opportunity to at least speak with our second resident Canadian here in the field from Montreal. Gary, want to thank you for coming out tonight. How's this race going for you so far? It's very fun to watch.
So far, not bad, not bad. Got a little tangled up there, lost it. Had no downforce on that where I spun it, but like the way the truck's driving, Kiss is going to be kissing people tonight.
That's the way I love to hear. I want to see the same truck at Bristol with that same mentality, Gary.
Ooh, I'm like that every truck. Every race, baby.
Oh, man. We're excited. Love to have you tonight. Beautiful looking truck out there. Good luck. We hope to be talking to you here at the end of this one.
Oh, rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll.
Good luck tonight, Gary. Love it.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely love the enthusiasm. Always nice when you get an opportunity to speak with drivers like that who just, man, they are happy to be out here. They're just having fun. Matthew Gall, we saw him involved in one of our earlier wrecks. Now, your front runner decided not to pit that last time around. Yes, that's correct. Decided not to pit that last time around, so he's going to be on some older tires here. Don't know if you taken an extra set earlier, what the plan is. Everybody's going to have different varying strategies. But that's the fun part. We get to watch it and we get to just try to figure out if we could figure it out. Your only 2 cars not on the lead lap are your last 2 drivers involved in that last wreck. Richardson and Bolus, both 2 laps down, having had tow. And of course the 70 of Jerome Cooper, he's made his way back onto the lead lap after towing early in the race. Geico restart zone, they're going to go through. Matthew Gall's up and away. 63 is going to clear for second. It'll be a battle for third, maybe fourth as they're trying to single file through. Give this a moment. Let these drivers have fun, do what they are doing. Here comes Jimmy Rowdy. You know he has been the man on the mission these last maybe 10, 15, 20 laps, and he is here ready to try to get back up to the lead. He's going to slide all the way up here in front of the 84 with the slide job. Is it going to be enough? He's going to shut the door. The 84 thinks about diving low. Decides going to have to otherwise there. Maybe even got a little loose. Is there now 3 wide for first. Dalton Steele. He's going to take him 3 wide to the inside for the lead. My goodness, that's how you do it right there. But guess what? The 78 and his older tire is going to stuck in the middle, going to slide back a little bit. Here comes the 29 back to the outside of the 45. The 29 just continues to find his way back up to the front as he is all over the rear bumper of the 63. Let the driving doing the talking for these drivers. Look at this, 3 wide, 78, a little bit loose, bounces off the 14 a little bit, comes up. He's going to save it. The 84 blinked at probably the most perfect time not to be involved in anything more there. They are on top of each other. Look at how hard the 78's pinning the 14 down. He's the points leader, though. He's the guy she's chasing. He's got to do something. Oh, the 78 slides up a little bit. That's one thing we're going to be loved to watch because all these drivers are trying to find their way around a car on older tires, while the car on older tires is trying to find his way around the guys on the newer tires. Nonetheless, it's still a battle for the lead. The 63, Gary, you saw the excitement, or you can hear it, the excitement and the enthusiasm. Here he is for first, and he looks in his mirror. They are 3 wide for second. Look at this view behind this the 63 truck. Look at them all fan out behind him. Comes at 45. He'll find his way back in. Here comes the 29. He dives to his inside. They're jockeying for position left and right. But guess what? Oh, there's a massive wreck on the backstretch. Coming off of turn number 2. Big wreck. There's got to be 3 or 4 trucks involved at least. Oh no, your points, your pole sitter for today. And I said massive. We just saw a lot of smoke in the background, so could have been just 2 trucks and would have happened. Caught it a little bit late. The 30, the 52 coming off of turn 2. Let's see, the 70 is. Oh, they're wrecking in front of them. Oh, the 96 had nowhere to go. Oh goodness, hold on. We had a little bit more to go then. Oh, the 96 just got loose. Oh, contact with the 78, nowhere to go. And yeah, the 30 had nowhere to go as well. James Wagner involved in some pretty heavy damage as well. As your pole sitter, Richard Hartman III. There we go. Having a little bit of issues getting this mic getting back on. All right, so the 63, there goes the 2, Tim Richardson. He'll get one of his 2 laps back. That'll be a very big break for him. Let's see. Anybody we haven't spoken to recently? Let's see. You know what? Let's go ahead and bring Johnny Hurst in here. I know we spoke with him at one of these races, but you know what? Currently our 3rd place driver and a beautiful paint scheme to go for. Johnny, this is Angel here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah, bud, I got you.
Well, first, I want to say a beautiful looking paint scheme on that Toyota Tundra there.
I appreciate it.
You creating your own paint schemes here, Johnny?
I do. I don't do nothing spectacular. I'm not that good at it, but I just kind of see stuff, get ideas, what I like, and I kind of go from there.
I will say, without a doubt, probably one of the sharper looking paint schemes we have here tonight. And then, of course, your buddy there in chat was giving you I think it was Richard. Richard, yes, Richard's the one I was saying. I can remember if it was Richard or Gary, or even maybe both of them, giving you a shout out for the paint scheme. Johnny, you're running 3rd right now. You're up 11 spots. Not our biggest mover. Your buddy behind you there, Chad Hawkins, is up 13. But what could you plan to do here? You only need 2 more, but still got another 30 laps to go.
Yeah, it's all about tire save right now. I think I've got the front end set pretty good where I can save some stuff. And later in the run, while guys are slipping and sliding, I'm going to try to use that bottom side to get around them.
That's the best way to do it. Stick to that bottom. It's not as fast always in the short term, but hey, it's a long-term gain, as they say.
That's right.
Johnny, wish you the best of luck. Hopefully we get to talk to you at the end of this one. I know we tell everybody that, but you know what? We got to hope to talk to everybody too, so.
That's right. Appreciate you.
Our pleasure. Good luck.
Yep.
All right, 58 there of Johnny Hurst. Always a pleasure. A lot of these drivers here are just such a general joy to talk to. A lot of times you bring somebody in and, you know, nothing against them. Just not everybody loves to be to talk to you during the race. Sometimes people are focused. They don't want you to talk to them. They want to be focused on the race itself. And then other ones are just, hey, man, I'm out here just having a blast. And you can just tell in their voice. And that's what makes this so much fun and what makes it just enjoyable for everybody else. And is what the 63 mentioned. Just these guys invited him, and it's been good, clean racing. And for all of us on the service, we know it's hard to find yourself a nice, solid league where you can trust the drivers you're racing around. And we had a couple things here and there, but guess what? It's Michigan. It's probably hot here. We'll double check the track. Oh my goodness, yes, the track temp is looking like a warm one tonight. Right now, Gary Maydew restarting from first once again. Great restart, but man, Dalton Steele, they got a great restart in the rest of the pack, but Dalton Steele with a fantastic restart to his outside. He did pit 6 laps after him. Of course, a caution would have been involved in that. But the 63 is able to actually get it into the corner far better than Dalton there. And is actually going to go ahead and clear him for first. Dalton's got a big run there off of 2. Can he use it going into turn number 3? Got a Chevy and a Toyota side by side for first. Put a third Toyota here into the picture. The 58 Johnny Hurst, who we just spoke with, he's thinking about taking him through wide, but he said, I'll just get behind the 62 before I make any crazy decisions here with now 30 laps to go in tonight's race. This race very quick that can be over. We talk about these races being just long enough, but also just short enough where this race will be over in the next half hour at the pace that we're running at. And that, yes, of course, we're more than halfway through, so you can start making your way up. You know, Tim Richardson, he's the guy who's currently 1 lap down. He got his lucky dog, got to go from 2 to 1, but he'll have some more work to do to try to get back onto the lead lap and then back up to the front. We didn't get a chance to speak too much about him throughout the evening, but nonetheless, you know, someone who typically is running up front with these guys. Johnny Hurst right now is a man on the mission. He is trying to take that lead away from the 63. The 63 just does not want to give it up. 58 talked about maybe saving his tires. Still using the bottom. He's looking to slide up in front of the 63. He'll slide right in front of him. Wow. I don't know if the 63 had the lift to let him in, but I think he did, and he's exactly what happened. The 58 made room where there wasn't, and there was room there, but it wasn't much more after that. 63 now hoping to try to carry some momentum and get it back on the high side. The 58 is just going to have to shut the door. But, hey, these two keep battling out there. Here comes the 47. Adam Collins, he wants to go back to this. I think he may have even led that lap. Unreal. 5, 6 trucks within that 2/10 of each other. Oh no, there goes the 47 and the 29. Oh my goodness, they saved it. Oh, what? Excuse me. Wow. How didn't they wreck? Unbelievable. Unfortunately for the 29 and the 47, they'll drop to 11th and 16th respectively. Oh, run the wrong one. Here we go. They're right on top of each other. 47 just gets loose. Oh, the 29 made a decision. He saw the 47. It almost looked like it was going to overcorrect to the right. He made a decision to go low, and the 47 was able to get it turned back around. 9 times out of 10, that 47 does not get that thing turned back around that way, and the 29 would have made a great choice. Oh, the 85 is sideways. What's happening? We got a caution. We jumped back just in time for a caution. Yellow flag hadn't come out at the moment we just jumped back, and we saw that truck sideways for the 85 of Tyler Alberts. Fast forward through this here briefly. Oh, that's just I'd say there's a little bit of lack of, a little bit of situational awareness. You know what? You got another 85. Could have just simply gotten loose, but yeah, I would say you want to give yourself just a little bit more room around at this point in time. Which it's hard to do sometimes when the way the dirty air is as well. So you really just don't know what to say. If you're watching, if it wasn't dirty air, and for anybody future reference, and you know, personally, I know I'm at fault for this, but just gotta give yourself a little bit more room. We're gonna come down to the 25 laps to go here for the end of this race, and that's 25 when they come across the line this time around. Looking maybe 3 laps, so we could expect it to be anywhere from 23, maybe 24 laps to go when we go green flag racing. Should be enough for a fuel run. We'll wait to see if everybody comes in. Also, I have to wonder how many drivers have used the last set of their tires, or how many plan to use the last set of their tires here. Almost everybody's coming down pit lane. Gary Maydew, he last pit on lap 29. I don't know if he just... he talked about saving tires. Dennis Dameron, we saw him with some unfortunate luck recently. He's going to stay out, having pit on that last one at lap 42. So he's up here in the second now. Everybody else is on pit lane, though. That wasn't even I guess too surprising either. Okay, let's see if I exit that application and then come back in to see if it readjusts my live timing. There we go. We're back here on the right team. Right driver. Let's go. We'll wait till the screen flag. We'll go through a run through of the field itself. 25 to go. I'm sorry, I have a rule. 25 laps to go. It's usually 25 laps to go. We'll wait until we can do 20 for tonight's race only because it's a little bit bigger for one of our tracks. Let me make sure the pace lights are still on. Actually no, pace lights are off. We're gonna be going. Okay, actually no, I timed it right. Yeah, 23 to go. So we won't bring anybody in for this. If there's anybody in chat specifically, Dalton still looks like he has somebody. Let's see. Yeah, we're not gonna bring anybody in. Just a little bit too late here into the thing. I know they're gonna go down the backstretch, but again, let these guys get in their moments, get focused, get concentrated. Once we go green flag racing, we'll go give you a rundown of the field itself so that in case you haven't had the chance to see your favorite driver. If you haven't told me though on YouTube, make sure you have. We'll get an opportunity to at least get a look at them. Maybe a little bit too late for an interview at this point. If they were no longer to be on the lead lap, okay, then that might change things. Those are the only exceptions to the rule that I will make for doing any type of interviews after a certain time too close to the end. There's a thing called the broadcaster's curse. While I like not to believe in it, I don't want to give other drivers and people a reason to believe in it and no longer be happy with me. I've learned that one the hard way. We're going to let these drivers duke it out. The iRacing.com pace car is going to agree with me. It's going to go ahead and pull down here onto pit lane. We're going to wait for these drivers to hit that Geico restart zone. Gary's done a great job on restarts today. He's going to go early. He's off on the first Geico. Dennis Dameron really wasn't ready for that. Nobody was. The field entirely just caught sleeping a little bit. He may have been going even later into that box and just decided this time he wanted to go early, try to pull away from some of these drivers. Oh boy, 3 wide again. It's Michigan. Look at Larry Fairman. He's made his way back up to second as Dennis tags the wall. Your Canadians are 1-2 here at Michigan, where we all know that even the Canadian national anthem is also played for during the actual races. I don't have that with me now, unfortunately, with you, but I don't have our national anthem with me either. 58, man, he had it. I think the 58 probably could have cleared the 99. I think if we were 10 laps from now, even 5 laps from now, he might clear himself at that point. But the 58 talked about just wanting to save tire and just keep his truck in control. This is exactly what he's doing right now, taking it step by step. You see the 7 almost tagged the wall there again off of turn 2, but my goodness, that momentum off of the turn is so good. As Gary Maydew, man, he's loving this. Keep these drivers behind me. I can keep saving tires as much as I possibly can. Go down through, as I mentioned. Let's go ahead and go through the field. Gary Maydew, as previously mentioned, currently your leader. Larry Fairman, your only other Canadian, as mentioned here. Right now, Dalton Steele looking to the inside. He pit that last time around. He's got fresh fuel goods. He'll take it easily. You know what? We're going to have to wait for some of these drivers to go ahead and cycle their way back through, because you got drivers like Dalton Steele, who he has got himself a run right now on those fresh fuel goods. He actually put his fastest lap of the day that last time around, the 39.39. Granted, that is 2/10 slower. Oh, someone's wrecking. We heard something. We're looking down here from the chopper view. That number 30 truck of James Wagner not had a very a great race today. Oh, it's just loose on the cold tires. Oh, and the overcorrection. Oh, Jerome Cooper, nowhere to go. We're going to go jump on board for the 30 here. And I want you guys to see that this is truly just so quick. And I don't know if it'll truly show what I'm talking about. Right there. And it is so easy because you're sliding. So it's not like you're just yanking that wheel to the right. You're just trying to keep it in place. And it just goes around so easy and unfortunate to do here. Was coming off pit lane right now. We're just at the 20 lap mark. So I'm still going to go ahead and do it anyways. Dalton, this is Angel here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, you've had yourself a pretty eventful race so far. What can you plan here to make it through to the end? I apologize. I jumped into the wrong person. I did not mean to jump in while you were pitting. I'm glad you hit your mark still. I hate doing that. I do apologize. Nonetheless, what's the plan here for the rest of the race, man? How can you come out here with a victory?
Well, I've been trying to save tires all day. Believe it or not, tires make a big difference here. So on that run up to the front, I was actually trying to save. I'll just run the bottom because that seems to be the one on line to have the least amount of scrubbing. I took my last set here because I think everybody's trying to make a gas run. So I figured I'd come down while they're trying to save and be ahead on the gas and then work my way up through the field.
That's a great response because I was just ready to ask you, what's the fuel run looking like here for tonight? You're going to be able to make it the final 18, 19 laps?
You get full tank, it's 24 to 25 laps. So that covers the green white checker night, and I don't have to worry about saving gas. I can just run my line, save my tires, and be there for the end.
That's a great idea. Definitely that bottom is going to be where you want to focus on to save your tires the best. My recommendation, keep it somewhere maybe like half a lane, maybe a third, like 3/4 of a lane, even a full lane up off of that bottom for speed. A good mix of speed and tire saving. Michigan is one of my favorite tracks. I love this track and it's fun. So yeah, tire saving I know of. Good luck out there, and hopefully you can get it done for us.
Yep, thank you.
I hope for those at home, again, previously mentioned, a lot of these drivers are newer drivers. This is the first time they've been in a league, let alone to be broadcasted. Don't know who all exactly does. I know there's going to be, of course, some people who are a little bit more seasoned than others. I'm always happy to try to give any advice, never trying to force anything on someone. But, hey, it's advice I would have preferred to have gotten early on. And, hey, anything to help everybody continue to enjoy iRacing as much as we can. Because, hey, I don't get to do this without everybody out there on the field tonight, in the field. And, hey, 19 trucks showed up tonight. 19 trucks are still in this race, and it's just been some good racing so far. And hey, we're gonna be going green flag with 17 laps to go. Everybody who pit here, so that's 11th on back, will be good to make it to the end. Thanks for the confirmation there from Dalton Steele. Again, jumped into the wrong driver, looking at the wrong Toyota. Meant to go in with James Wagner. We'll be all right though. Getting ready to go green flag racing. iRacing.com pace car will come down to pit lane. There it is, coming down pit lane. Dennis Dameron, he's going to be your head guy. He's going to be leading them to green here. He's going to wait late into that Geico restart zone. And hey, leave them all wondering. You ain't got to give up what you're doing. The 14's going to get a big run on the outside. He's got fresher tires and a big push from the 47. The 78 wasn't quite on the 7 as much. as I think he thought about taking it 3 wide. And then he said, okay, you know what? I'll hold off for just a moment. As a 14 of Andy Smith looks to the outside. He's got a big run on Dennis Dameron. He's going to just power to the outside and take the lead away from him. Yeah, he made room there on the outside where there wasn't going to be, but he wanted to make sure he had the preferred lane. He wanted to get to the front, get that fresh, clean air in the front of the nose of his truck as early as he can with some of these fresher tires. The 78, the 47, they're hard on top of each other. The 7 goes to the bottom. They're going to go 3 wide. Oh, no, the 47 and the 7 make contact into the 78. You have a massive wreck here going into turn number 2. Oh, Dennis Dameron. Blocking. I'm not sure these guys are trying to block right on top of each other. You see the 7, he goes down as the 47 was going down again. Not sure if it was a block, but it almost, I'm gonna have to say, yeah, looks like the 7 came up maybe a little bit on the 47. Looks like almost. I'm gonna have to go back because I just don't see anybody else. No, 13, I think, might have avoided him. I think it may have been a single. That's very, very good awareness on everybody else to have kept that as just one incident. Wow. All right. Well, while everybody figures this out here, we should have what will be 12, maybe 13 laps to go. We're looking probably closer to 12 when we go green flag racing once again. If we don't get an opportunity on the next green flag run to go through the entire field, we will do so on the next caution break. But for the final time today, we will pass this off to go ahead and pay the bills here, and we will be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Love having everyone here tonight for the James Wagner's Welding 150 from Michigan International Speedway here in the Irish foothills of Michigan. In the manufacturer's backyard, you have a Ford F-150 currently leading this race. I want to thank once again James Wagner's Welding for putting on the show for tonight's race. The drivers are putting on the show. They're the one paying the bills for it. But they had done quite a few races so far this season and have decided to step it up for the final 3 to make sure that we can get them broadcast. So once again, very big shout out to them. They are a family owned and operated business. They specialize in custom built truck beds and they offer framework of all types, located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. So all your needs in that department, make sure you get with them. If you do need information regarding that, you're always welcome to reach out to us. We can get you any information you might need if you are local to the area and are in need of it. Be sure to let them know that you did come from the Sim Racing Media Network and all. Give me just one moment, everybody here. Okay, I apologize, everybody. Gonna have yes, looks like 12 laps to go as predicted. I'm gonna imagine that these drivers should be all right to make it here on fuel, but hey, they did say that he's like, I don't want to worry about any of it as long as it is handled. And well, when you go back and look at Dalton Steele, let's see how far he's moved up here into the seventh spot. However, Johnny Hurst is the driver furthest up of those who pit at lap 56. Those pit lap 50, they're leading the way right now. Andrew Smith with a nice jump. I don't feel like we've had a chance to even speak about him restarting here from the lead today. And that's talking about that from our points leader. Regardless, here they are. Maybe green flag? We're green flag racing. It's showing yellow up top. Hold on just a moment, everybody. Okay, yeah, looks like we're having some issues with our live timing and scoring. There we go. It'll finally update. Man, what a shame, because, oh no, big wreck 58. Oh no, just getting ready to talk about these guys being right on top of each other, and then here we go. What a massive wreck right there, all right behind the leader. It's like Gary made it through, Matthew made it through. So you're going to see some of these drivers filtering through, but wow. The 58, Dalton Steele, the 29 on top of each other. You're going to have a little bit of a net code involved in it, but it's also going to be just a no give and take. And hey, it's just no give and take. It's about to be 10 laps to go. And we'll see if maybe from our blimp viewers. Oh, I mean, it's just too far away. Go back here. So we'll look at a slow motion here. You see the 29, the 58 sliding up. The 29 is also sliding up. And then both of them kind of realize, they both stop. Oh, they make contact. And that's where it's actually going to cause the trucks to already be a little bit off focus. You know what? That's the things that you don't always get to notice when you are at that full speed. You slow it down and you realize there was a slight contact right there. Notice or not, you can already see the 58 truck just slightly off, and that's just going to cause the rest of it to go. There's nothing either one of those two drivers could have done. And unfortunate for a lot of these other ones who just oh no, 78, big damage for him. 96, nowhere to go, just pile drives the 29 into the 45. The 84, oh, just nowhere to go. The 13, I think the 13 may have made it out of this without any issue whatsoever. Yeah, he's gonna cut down into the grass. The 52 cut into the grass. He'll get spun just coming across the nose of the 85, but it looks like he might be just fine there. Now that was a wreck if I've seen one. Unbelievable. Wow. Well, we have now what will be, 9 laps to go, 10 laps to go currently. Again, projecting somewhere between 6 and 7 once we do go back green flag racing. I mentioned we didn't get a chance to go through the field on the last one, so we'll be doing it here for you. Andrew Smith, the current points leader, finding his way back up to the front. Matthew Ace, we saw him with the heavy damage after we're going to let all these drivers come down pit lane. A few of them will be staying out. Chad Hawkins, 84, we saw him involved heavily. He'll make it. I guess he's going to try to figure it out. Same with the 78 of Matthew Gall. He's looking to try to make up as much. I may have said Matthew Hall at one point. I apologize. Matthew Gall just trying to make up as much points as possible on Andrew Smith. Chris Ramsey, we know he made it through clean there on on the grass. Gary Maydew, that truck seems to be pretty clean from the looks of it. Didn't pit that last time around. Richard Hartman, we saw him go off the nose of the 85, but again, that truck looking just fine. Didn't get involved in anything else, as they were just trying to avoid the wrecks. James Wagner back in 8th. Larry Fairman in 9th. Tim Richardson going to round out your top 10. Got both his laps back. He's made his way. Woody Bull has also got his 2 laps back, so he's back on the lead lap. Great for the 2 of them. Dennis Dameron Jr., currently in the number 7 truck. He's running in 10th from Lexington, North Carolina. Got Jerome Cooper. He is in 11th. We saw him involved in the first incident of the day, and great recovery for him to have gotten both his laps back and to still be on the lead lap here, running in the 12th position. Then Adam Collins, you see him here on the outside on the number 47. He'll be in 13th. Trevor Bergman in 14th. Jimmy Rowdy in 15th. Woody Bollis in 16th. Dalton Steele 17th. Matthew Ace is going to be back now into the 18th spot after having come down pit lane. The only driver to come down that lap. Geico restart. Here we are. It'll be 8 laps to go, actually. So a couple more laps. Andrew Smith with a restart of a lifetime there. As a lot of these drivers behind him will now be figuring out what is their truck going to do with this damage. As the 78 is going to get passed here by the 63 with a great run on the inside. As the 78 and 84 good enough to keep racing each other. But, man, they're going to have a little bit of damage to deal with. Here comes the 63. The 13 is going to look to follow him in tow there on the inside, as Andrew Smith is at about almost a 0.4 of a second lead now over Gary. We're coming to 7 laps to go here. Oh, do we have a caution? I think we have a caution, yes. Oh no, it looks like it was Jimmy Rowdy and possibly. To see exactly what happened. They're pretty spread out in front of him. See the 99 truck. Oh, he was loose. Oh, and the 29 just trying to avoid nowhere to go. Got into the 55. Oh, that's where the heavy damage is going to come from, right there in the rear. Hopefully not too bad. Looks like Johnny Hurst came down with him as well to get... oh, no, Johnny Hurst had to tow, it looks like. Possibly unfortunate for him. He was having himself a pretty good race running up there in the top 5 at multiple occasions in tonight's race. Looks like the timing is just a little bit delayed here. There it goes. Everybody's got to be on the lead lap. Didn't get a chance to talk. Oh, well, you know what? I don't want to bring Johnny Hurst back in, unfortunately, so we're just going to go ahead and leave him there. Talked to him twice today. Third time probably not going to be the charm at this point. Jimmy Rowdy, he's still in his pit box, so let's see if we can get an opportunity to speak with him. Let's see if he's still here. Jimmy, this is Angel here in the SRM broadcast booth. Not under the best circumstances to speak with you, unfortunately, but bring you in to speak with us, Jimmy. How are you tonight?
It's a little frustrating there. Been running, within the top 5, top 10 most of the race, and to have it go that way is very frustrating right now.
I totally understand, Jimmy. This is part of the almost as they call the Infield Care Center interview that we get to do with you, because that was a pretty heavy hit there at the back of the truck. I'm assuming fast repairs were gone and it's over for you for the evening.
Yeah, I still had a fast repair, but yeah, I mean, with it ending under caution, I just really didn't see a point in bringing the truck back out there. But stuff like that, racing stuff like that happens. Just try to take what I can from it and learn and try to use it going forward. I think we're at Las Vegas next week. But my freaking teammates at Roughneck Racing are freaking amazing. They give us amazing trucks to race with, super fast trucks. Thankfully, Andy or Andrew Smith will be winning the race, so that'll be nice for the team. So kind of takes out that sting a little bit. But I would have loved to battle those guys out for the win there.
I appreciate you letting us know. We don't actually get to see from our view when the I assuming the session is coming to a close. That's why it's over.
Yeah.
Okay. Just letting everybody know for the fans, because unfortunately we don't get to see that from our broadcast side. So
I think it's probably coming to checkered right now.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, you put on a show today, though, Jimmy. You put it 3 wide on the outside at one point where I didn't think it could happen. Thank you for that. It was a pleasure. I hate that you didn't get to finish the way you wanted to, but hey, there's always next week.
I appreciate it, Angel. Yeah, it was a lot of fun racing with these guys. These guys push me hard every week to get better and to perform at a high level, and I love racing with these guys. It's a lot of fun. I just want to give a quick shout out to James Wagner Welding. And I don't know how late it is, but a late happy birthday to James Wagner Sr., James Wagner's dad. So happy birthday, man. I hope you enjoyed the race, and I hope your birthday was awesome.
That is awesome. Absolutely. Happy birthday to him, Jimmy. Good luck. Next week, hopefully we get to talk to you in the Victory Lane booth.
Yeah, hopefully, Angel. But I would like to thank everyone at SRM and all you guys. Y'all guys are freaking amazing. And yeah.
Always a pleasure. Thank you guys. Hey, you guys put on the show. We just get to broadcast it, so we'll let you go. We'll bring your teammate in here to celebrate.
All right, man. Talk to you guys later.
Well, Andy, we got a little bit delayed in getting to talk to you. Here's the victor. Luckily, your teammate, we brought him in just in time as one of the lap trucks and to let us know that the session had finished. Andy, you're going to get yourself another victory tonight.
Yep, it's looking that way. I mean, I said it all day. Today's my birthday, so I've been saying all day I'm going to win this race. And I've never actually even done an official race on Michigan. This is my first time ever actually racing this track, so I'm pretty proud of myself and what we accomplished today.
Well, we're going to come home with a victory on his birthday. Andrew, come on, you got to say this before the broadcast. We could at least say something during the whole thing, but nonetheless, happy birthday to you. A very good happy birthday. What an interesting race. This was good, but you weren't, usually you're up front for most of the race and why you're the points leader. Today you weren't, but you found a way to win anyways. Talk to us through with that.
So, I mean, pretty much in the beginning of the race, I was, I didn't get a good qualifying time, and I wasn't happy about that, but I was able to get my way up front there in the beginning. You saw me spin out. I did get a phenomenal save, but it was just me in the beginning just overdriving the truck. I had to learn the track on the first green flag because I didn't do much practice and my qualifying times weren't good, so I really didn't even know what to do. I just went out there, ran it as hard as possible, pushed it to the limits, steamed where my limit was, and just changed up what I had to do and got it done.
Well, and you say it best. Michigan is a track where you really can push the limits because of how much space, and you get a good group of drivers that really run well together, and it can have some fantastic racing to go with it. And that's just what Michigan produces. Michigan produces this great 3, 4, 5 wide racing, which I recommend putting California on the schedule next year. It does the same thing. They're great. But for that same reason, I mean, it puts on great shows, and like you said, it was a learning process for all of you, and really it was a great show for everybody to be able to watch. So I mean, that's what Michigan does. You did find your way to the front, then lost it, then find your way back up there, and really kind of this. Everything split up behind you, that big wreck at the end. So I'd say that really worked out in your favor.
No, it definitely did. I have no complaints about tonight right there. That was just a good race overall.
You're the winner.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Andrew, I'm sure you're gonna have some people you'd like to thank still. The 29 gave you quite the shout out for your victory. I'll at least let you know that while you're still here. But go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors before we let you go truly celebrate this one.
Well, got to give a shout out immediately to James Wagner's Welding. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us for extra races. We absolutely appreciate everything you guys have done for us. You guys at SRM, we appreciate all of you. Sorry for your loss. That's really about all I got. Shout out to the Roughneck team for we all work together in here, and it's been a fun season so far.
It's been clear, and you see it in the drivers. You see it in how they speak whenever we get to bring them in. At this point, I'm probably bothering people. I'm probably going to be bringing them in more than you wanted me to, but it is a joy to talk to everybody because of the enthusiasm that you hear from everybody and how much they're enjoying it. So, Andrew, this is a lot of fun. I know all the drivers are enjoying it. Congratulations to also get to go ahead and put a victory on top of it on your birthday. Go out and enjoy it. We'll enjoy a nice cold one at the end of this one for you.
Sounds good. I appreciate it, and I'll see you here when I win first place next race.
Sounds good. We'll see you then. Absolutely love that confidence that you can see from these drivers. We're gonna go ahead and bring in now your second place finisher if he is here. Chris Ramsey. Just want to make sure. I don't see Ramsey here. But that's just fine. Looks like it's going to score him in second. And then we get the opportunity to bring Mr. Gary back into the booth with us, as we are, in fact, talking to him as a podium finisher tonight. Gary, congratulations.
Thanks. I would have wished we would have ended in the green. I had a good run on Andrew, but hey, second is better than third, right?
Well, on the timing on here, it'll show third, I guess, if you come back into the broadcast. So that might be a little wrong. I thought you were second, and that's why you see a little bit of you hear a little confusion when you go back. I was like, well, I guess it hasn't registered as third. Congratulations on second place then, nonetheless, Gary. Yeah, you had a pretty good run. You may have had some slightly fresher tires than the current points leader. Unfortunately, these things work out that way sometimes, but definitely pretty good to be able to say, hey, you know what? I'll take a second place finish and a clean truck at the end of the day.
Oh yeah. Considering the type of race that it was, I'm extremely happy I finished in second. I think I started that restart in 5th or 7th, and I just held that low line and passed a whole bunch of trucks on the low side, and the next person was the leader, but didn't get that chance. So yeah, we'll take the truck, bring it back home, be happy with second, and look forward to the next race.
Yeah, absolutely, Gary. I'm sure you're going to have some people let's let you think actually as a podium finisher then this time. And while you do that, we're actually going to be replaying this restart where you did go from 5th into second here.
Oh, yeah. That was... I knew I had fresher tires, and I think a couple of the trucks ahead of me on the outside had damage, so...
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so we're happy.
Fantastic. Yeah, it was a great
boys,
job.
Yeah, the KISS boys, Gene and Paul and Ace and what's Peter, I hope they're happy.
Hey, next time, make sure they are watching here in YouTube with us, and make sure that they get an opportunity to comment while they're watching. We'll make sure to get over to you when we get an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Just shout out to my teammates there, Johnny and Steele and Richard, and my sponsors, which is my company, Go Aces Inc. and Lucky Dog Hospitality, and of course KISS, and I'm driving that Chevy.
Absolutely, Gary. Congratulations. Like I said, I love the enthusiasm. I can't wait. I hope you're racing next week, and we'll be talking to you for hopefully with another podium then.
Oh yeah, it's if you ain't first, what are you?
Last.
Yeah, that's it, baby.
It wasn't my senior quote for no reason, Gary. Don't you worry. You have
Thanks
yourself
for
a
the
great rest of
broadcast.
your evening. Oh, thanks for
You
putting
too,
on
brother.
a show.
Yeah, I like to.
It's great. Thank you. Have a great night.
Thanks, brother.
We do want to thank everybody for joining us, man. As always, just such exciting racing. We're going to go ahead and, of course, bring up your race results here for tonight. Of those of you in chat, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. For the thoughts and the prayers with us. Absolutely a very, very tough time. And it's a lot of us are hurting. Just keep everybody absolutely in your prayers. Their family. And I know we're grateful for him to be in a much better place now. Aside from that, we'll go ahead and go briefly here through our finishing lineup. Oh, this is our entries and qualifying. Let's go ahead and get you your actual race results here. We did speak with Andrew Smith. Give that a moment to go ahead and refresh. Chris Ramsey in second. Gary Maydew in second. Chris Ramsey in third. This is gonna maybe be a little bit off because of the way the race finished under the session just being completed. Okay, actually, it might not allow me to at all now because the session is completely over. Let's try this. There we go. It's finally going to refresh for us. We mentioned Gary Maydew in second, Chris Ramsey in third. We're going to go off the rest of this assuming that this is what their finishing order was. Chad Hawkins in fourth, Matthew Gall in fifth, Tyler Alberts in sixth, Dennis Damber in seventh, James Wagner and his father. Happy birthday to him as well, if it is a late one. And a big shout out once again. Thank you for sponsoring multiple races this season and to finish out the season here with us on the Sim Racing Media Network. Your pole sitter, Richard Hartman, going to finish in ninth, and Adam Collins is going to round out your top 10. Woody Bolus, he was 2 laps down. Actually, Dennis Dameron was also having a pretty bad night. He came out in 7th. That's a nice recovery for him. Mentioned Woody Bolus, he was back 2 laps down, more than past the halfway point of this race, if I'm not mistaken. So great recovery for him. A lot of people are ready to quit. You just keep on pushing through. You never know where those points could really matter come the end of the season. Dalton Steele would finish in 12th. In 13th belongs to Larry Fairman, our other Canadian in the field. Tim Richardson, unfortunately, could only come back for 14th. Just not a great day for him. Trevor Bergman in 15th. Jerome Cooper in 16th. Matthew Ace is 17th. We spoke with Jimmy Rowdy, who gave us that the initiation to know that the race was, in fact, finishing up. And then Johnny Hurst, unfortunately, going to round out the field tonight. I want to thank everybody once again for joining us here tonight. Appreciate you putting up with me best that I could, trying to get through here our broadcast the best we possibly can. Thank you, of course, again for all of the best wishes. They did mention here for the Roughneck Racing Series, Roughneck Racing League. Let me go ahead and double check. I know they were just updating the schedule for everybody. Next week we will be at, let me go ahead. We had to make some changes. Last week they did, of course, push the season back a week just to make up for what was the hurricane coming through the Florida area. Anybody affected by that watching, I hope everything was okay for you guys. We're at Daytona next week, actually, followed by Homestead for the finale. Thank you, everybody, for what, again, has been a fantastic evening. Great racing, as always, here from Michigan. We wish you a great rest of your evening and enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next Wednesday, same time as always, 6:45 p.m. on the Sim Racing Media Network. This is Angel Santiago signing off. Have a great rest of your evening.